In the summer of 2020, our first guests got together and asked the question, how can we make some money off this COVID pandemic? 5 years and more than 250 podcasts later, they're still going strong. From SmartLess, please welcome Will Arnett, Jason Bateman, and Sean Hayes.
I thought you were going to go do some crowd work, like get into the crowd a little bit.
Start surfing it.
Yeah, you know what I mean?
He loves his fans. He loves his get in there.
He loves engaging with strangers.
Yeah.
Why are you laughing so hard?
In fairness to Jason,
Sure.
He doesn't love engaging with strangers, also doesn't really like engaging with his friends.
No.
Yeah.
I don't like shaking hands.
true.
I
You
don't
guys
like...
have never done a talk show together,
No.
right?
The first one.
Oh, what an honor this is.
That's how much.
Historic moment.
Yeah. That's how much we love you.
Well, thank you.
Sorry.
You look very handsome, Jimmy.
Yeah,
You do look very handsome.
I'm wearing a lot of makeup
No,
tonight.
that's not
you're
you. You look
camera
trim.
ready.
You look good.
Yeah.
Good.
I was
sick?
like thinking it, and then like, oh, do I say it because we're
Maybe
on the
he's
air?
sick. Maybe he's sick.
There's no punchline.
Okay, all right. I was just waiting for something
Why
terrible.
are you- No. We're not going to say
know.
something terrible.
I don't
love
know,
you.
'cause
You're
I
looking
just-
good on your way out.
Yeah, you look good. This is a good way for the tail end of her career. This is good.
Yeah, good. All right,
Yeah.
good.
Or life.
You know I'm a grandfather now, right?
Oh.
Duh.
Yeah.
Right.
Oh, sorry. No way.
Yeah. Just three of my closest friends.
I know.
No acknowledgement that my daughter
know.
had a child. None whatsoever.
Did you register somewhere?
No, we didn't register. I don't want gifts, just like a little text would be
Well,
nice.
maybe your
you know?
daughter might like a gift.
What?
Maybe your daughter might like a
Yeah.
gift.
Don't make it
maybe
about
she
you.
Would. You know what? By the way, your daughter just graduated high school. Guess who's getting a gift? Your daughter.
What's her name?
From
Quick.
me. Franny is her name. What do you mean, what's her name?
I didn't know.
So, by the way, this is true. We are all legitimately good friends, and none of us did anything for you.
That's how close we are.
How did we arrive at the seating arrangement? I know it wasn't a coincidence because I saw Jason point at the seat for Will to sit here. Who decided, Will,
the
you
most.
would be first in the pole position?
True story. We got an email from somebody on your team, I guess, saying,
From your granddaughter, actually.
yeah, from your granddaughter, saying, so jealous of that, saying that it was what the seating arrangement was, and then I was on the phone with Sean, and Sean goes, I don't want to sit there. I don't want to sit
Because
next to
I'm
that
not-
dirty grandfather. I want to.
No, because I get nervous. I get nervous, and I'm not very
There
good
is.
at
He
it.
starts to stammer.
Well, we can't tell.
Yeah,
Oh, so you wanted to be farthest?
Yeah.
You wanted to be farthest
to
away
Because-
from me?
No, I want to be as close to you as
Let's see
possible.
what Guillermo.
But all right. Well, yeah.
Oh, that's nice. You know what?
I wanted to. No, I get nervous, and I knew
you
that
don't.
I knew the big shot was going to be here, and I thought that was better than.
I'll tell you what, that was nice. It was nice of showing that your support for the immigrant community also, you sitting over on. And also
Oh, that was a good.
being an immigrant
That
as
was
well.
good. Yeah, that was great optics.
Thank you. Who's the leader of the group?
Right here.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
why
No.
sitting in the catbird.
No.
Yeah.
There's no leader. There's no leader. It's the three of us, and we each have our own roles.
I see.
That we play.
In an emergency situation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That is
It's just because I'm tethered to reality.
Okay. And you're saying these guys aren't?
No, they are.
Higher.
You think higher on that?
yeah.
When you go to dinner, just like the three of you, who pays? Who picks up the check?
Well, that's the pointer's going to move away from Will at this moment. And it lands somewhere over here. Usually over there is where it lands.
Yeah, it's going to be
Jimmy,
you.
from
It's
They're
usually
just you guys, though, I'm talking
Well,
about.
let me ask you this. If you had something going on, because you know the three of us, if you had something going on, you're like, your car broke down and you only had you only had our three phone numbers, which one of us would you call?
Oh, wow. I would call Sean. 'cause-
Exactly.
Yeah, because he's the only one that would come.
Yeah.
But I'm home.
I know
Yeah,
you'd be
but
home,
that
but
doesn't
you'd
mean
stay
anything.
home. You got so much TV to watch.
Why wouldn't I come?
I'd
I
send
don't
one of
know.
those.
I don't
Yeah.
know why you wouldn't come. That's a better question, better asked to you. Why wouldn't you come?
It just seems like such a drag. You know what I mean? Like, call AAA, man.
Exactly.
Send a
Sean wouldn't
flaming
say that. Sean would assume I was in a situation.
I would drive up in a tow truck.
Yes,
Yeah.
that's right.
And it
with
would
his
help
tow
you out.
truck
Yeah,
that he
yeah.
brings everywhere.
Sorry.
You guys are celebrating the 5-year anniversary of your great podcast, SmartLess Mobile. I know it started as like wait, whose idea was it to start the
It was
podcast?
kind of a bit. I was going to do a podcast, and I told Jason, and then Jason had dinner with Sean, and you
I
said...
teased you by saying I'm going to snore in on it, and
Yeah.
then I told him,
Yeah.
and he said I'm in too, and I said no, you can't. And then I told Will he's going to try to get in, and then Sean actually made it legit.
He's so sweet when he retells the story.
He put his people on it and actually put some form to it.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Everything Bateman says sounds like it's in the Hollywood Reporter, doesn't it? But, so,
It's because
Sean
most of
ankled
where he
his
gets
last
it.
job.
So anyway, they called me and said, "Listen, we're going to do that. We're doing this thing together." And we actually met a week before the world went crazy with the shutting down and everything.
What
You guys
happened?
remember the pandemic?
What happened?
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, so this was something you were planning to do. It had
Well,
nothing
we
to do with
talked
it.
about, but we weren't really sure. And then we were separated. We were like, "Hey, this is a great way for us to stay in touch with each other."
Yeah.
So we kind of put it together during that time when everybody was at home.
Just zooming.
Just zooming.
Yeah.
And it-
Zooming, yeah. Your first guest was Dax Shepard, who's
Yeah.
got his own very successful
Yeah.
podcast.
We love that.
What number did I know I was in, like, what number was I on the
Top 100
top 100? Yeah.
for sure.
I came in.
Yes, I
and
remember.
Yeah.
You were probably in the first 10, don't you think?
I think so. I think, though, the show was successful, like, immediately, right? Or am I imagining that?
I don't think so.
We didn't really look.
Yeah,
I mean,
we
we
didn't
just
really
kind of
know.
did it and got a call that, oh, it's doing well. I'm like, where we sit around and talk about nothing?
We have
Yeah.
a bunch of
Yeah.
people who think that they're also responsible for the success of it because of when they were on.
Oh, they do, yeah.
And I'm guessing that you do.
Yeah.
I'm getting that vibe.
No,
from
that's,
you.
it wasn't really. I was more just complaining that I wasn't first.
Well,
Yeah.
here's the thing. I will tell you this, and you know this story, which is the three of us each thought that the other guy was going to act. Like, it was like one of those things of, because we know you probably better than most of our guests.
Yeah.
It was one of those like, oh, wait, I thought you would ask Jimmy, and I thought, you know.
I thought
the
you were
premise-
Yes.
The premise of the show, if you haven't heard, is the one of them picks a guest, and the other two don't know who the guest is going to be.
That's right.
Cuts
and
down
then-
on homework.
And then you got to kind of, guess
So,
who it is.
so it is a legit surprise. So when it's my guest and I do the intro, these guys don't know who it is.
They get it.
And they try to guess who it is.
They got it.
I don't know if they did.
No, I think they did. Jimmy's pretty good at talking.
He just
We all have it
So
now, for
wait,
sure.
so it did take a while for us to get you on because we kept thinking the other person was going to ask?
Yeah.
I don't know what the real reason was. All I know was I was like, gee, I wonder when they're going to ask me to be on the show. And then you did eventually.
And you had
Yeah.
a lot of notes early on, too.
I did have notes. I still have
That's a
notes.
true story. You
Yeah.
always
Yeah,
have.
that's true.
What do you think?
So we
could
get
still
random
improve?
emails and texts from Jimmy, and he'll be like, you know what you guys should do.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
Yeah.
I had
and you,
thoughts.
yeah, and you came up for an idea as we were trying to talk about expanding our brand. You came up with the idea that we
yeah.
make tuna fish.
Yeah. You know, remember like those little snack packs you had where you had like a little red stick in it with the cheese and the
Like
crackers?
Ritz?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Old Brainiac over here thought that Sean should market a do-it-yourself tuna sandwich.
Because
you know,
Sean loves tuna fish.
I love tuna fish. I
How
eat
is
it all
what's
the
the
time.
margin on that?
I'd ask the people at Starkist what the margin is. You won't be able to get in touch with them because they're on their yachts right now looking at the very fish they put in cans. Yeah.
Worst idea.
Well,
That's a good point, though, about
You got
the yacht.
yeah, you got an idea that, I don't know, it might be yacht worthy. We're going to
Yeah.
talk about it when we come back. I mean,
You mean SmartLess Mobile?
Yeah, SmartLess
Yes.
Mobile. The next time you're on the show, it's a good possibility you'll be billionaires.
Even we don't believe that.
Well, Jason and Sean are here. We'll be right back after this. We're back with the hosts of SmartLess Moguls, if you will. Perhaps tell us about SmartLess Mobile.
Thank you for
Glad
asking.
you didn't say
You're
mobile.
welcome.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we're really
Okay.
glad. Yeah.
They would say that in another country, but
Or
is
if
it a
you're talking
worldwide
about-
thing, SmartLess
I don't know, Jim. But what do you think? What am I, Wikipedia?
Yeah, we didn't go with a tuna fish. So we thought we were talking about how to expand the brand a little more. And since people listen to our podcast mostly on their phone, we just thought it was an incredible idea to just somehow get involved in that area. And then
that's really what was the connection.
No. Well,
it's like a bunch of different things.
Get
Get
him, Jimmy.
Yeah.
get it.
That's the leap. Like, since people listen on their phone, we thought we should own those.
No, but
I mean, people
it's
watch
out of order. It's out of order. There are
yeah.
a few different things that happen, pieces that happen to that.
Go ahead, Will.
Which are that I had spent a little bit of time working in this space. Up in Canada, I was the face of a telecommunications company, got to know these people. And so I got to know a little bit about what was going on, what people were paying, and then I had an experience looking at my bill when I was setting up one of the kids, whom you know, both my kids, and all three of my kids, and just
even four.
No. Good. Anyway, so when we looked at, when I was looking at the rate plans and looking at what I was paying for and what I was actually using, and then calling up the people that I'd known in this space, and I was going, wait, I'm paying way more than what I'm using. Why is that? 90% of the time, I'm on Wi-Fi.
Right.
And the rest of the time, all that stuff that I'm paying for, I'm not using. So
now, a lot of people would just go, well, I need to start using more of my minutes. You said I should start an empire. I should begin my own.
Empire, I mean, listen, if it does well, we'd be happy. But who knows? You know, what we hope to happen is that people will look at what they're using and that we'll actually save them money. Because we wanted to save money. Sean?
Right. It's a big trigger for me when somebody dicks you over and tries to make you pay for more, right? And I'm not kidding. Like, I
know
really
you have a sense of,
really piss
It's a nice way of saying he's cheap.
I mean, look at the jacket. This doesn't cost a whole lot.
I mean,
why do I feel
It
like...
doesn't even fit. It doesn't even
spend
fit.
more than $20 on a jacket. That's a waste.
Why do I feel like Sean and Will have already switched your service over to the new SmartLess Mobile,
100%.
and Jason just never will?
No. My phone says SmartLess top right corner of my phone.
We're the first. By the way, we're the first.
You guys can do it right now.
and we'd love to get you on it. Yeah, download the app. It's fantastic.
Yeah, I'll get on it.
Yeah.
Do I have to pay for it, or will I get it for free?
Well, we're going to work something out for everybody in your audience. I can't guarantee that at all. I'm sure I'm violating a lot of rules with the FCC or something.
Yeah.
But I will say you can download the app and you can start saving. We can cut your phone bill in half, and that's what we want to do. And we're going to do it for ourselves because we don't want to pay.
And we didn't put up the cell towers. You're on T-Mobile, the best wireless
carrier.
service, the largest, fastest, right? Okay.
Yeah.
It's like you're in good hands.
Oh, you got piggybacked on the T-Mobile.
Yeah.
They're our carrier.
I see. All right, that's great.
Yeah.
And let me
But the truth is, like, if you have an unlimited plan, which most people do, that you get, you're getting charged for about, I'm guessing, 40, 50, 60 gigabytes of data. By the way, this is all stuff we learned the last couple of years building this company. Which has pissed me off.
He uses 3.
I use 4 gigabytes a month, and I was paying for an unlimited plan.
It seems like a deal, right? It's unlimited. I'll pay $200 a month for unlimited.
I bet you most people in your audience are paying $100 or more, right? How many? Raise your hand if you're paying at least $100 a month for your cell phone.
Yeah.
That's a lot of people.
Unanimous.
Yeah.
And you're probably not using all that.
How does $30 sound?
Or 50.
Better.
Yeah.
20.
Huh?
So to back into what Sean was saying, you know, which was, as we were talking about things to do with our brand, which it comes up because people are like, hey, you guys have I hate saying
You
our
guys should
brand.
make a tuna fish sandwich.
Yeah, you should make. We were taking incoming about tuna fish.
Yeah.
And we thought we should maybe do something for real. And actually, this came up, and we were like, you know what? We built this podcast on people listening to it on their phones.
And that's what I was saying at the beginning.
that's what he was trying to say really clumsily.
This is why Will's sitting in number 1 and he's in number 3.
You're just rigging the money, doing nothing to help at all.
No,
really.
he's just doing cheap shots.
I feel like we just bought a timeshare.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
But we're gonna get you switched over for sure.
Get
Yeah.
you taken care of, Jim.
Yeah.
Thank you for that. That'll be my
Where's your phone? I'll
grandfather
do it right
gift.
now.
Yeah.
It takes less than 2 minutes.
I don't have
Hey,
it
listen.
on me.
Hey, who wants to save money?
Random question. What are your thoughts on loud music in public spaces?
I mean, I don't know. I think it's probably okay. Why do people have a
Sean?
problem
When I
with it?
was
Is
young,
there a
I
directive
can't
on
do
it?
it anymore. I can't
Reason I'm not asking Jason is because I already know what his thoughts on this
We're not
are.
staying for the musical guest, Jimmy.
Noise. Well, there's a difference between enjoying music and driving people around you crazy. There's a time and a place for blasting your music, and this isn't one of them. See, other people have a right to their peace and quiet, and not everyone cares to hear your favorite music when you do. And blasting in public can also be downright illegal, so turn it way down. You can have your music, and people around you can have their peace and quiet, too.
Makes a lot of sense.
You've been political for a long time.
Even then, it looked like you started using a little at a young age.
Ice cream in his face.
I love when I watch like an actor, like a celebrity that I really admire, lend their name to a cause.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's really kind of making
My
it.
voice had just broken, I guess. It just
on
changed.
TV.
Yeah.
Really got behind loud
What was
noise.
that? What was it for? What was Retro Ontario? Was that a Canadian thing?
I don't know, man. I was just trying to make a living, you know?
Oh, wait, you charged them for the public service announcement?
And Sean Hayes are with us. SmartLess is their podcast. And to learn more about SmartLess Mobile, go to smartlessmobile.com.
Keep
Thank
your
you, guys.
number.
We'll be back with Bella Ramsey. Guillermo, do you know how many subscribers we have on YouTube now?
20 million.
That's right. Yeah, that's why we're wearing these glasses. Thanks for being a subscriber. If you're not, help us get to 20,000,001.